between last season's champions Liverpool and the current league leaders Ipswich Town. Your commentator from a packed house, John Watson.
The potential quality of this match is illustrated by the appearance of 8 members of Ron Greenwood's senior England squad who fly to Romania on Monday. The Ipswich captain Mick Mills is one of them. He passed a late fitness test today. Paul Mariner is the centre forward, bang in form. There's Eric Gates, who'll be playing further forward this afternoon. And there's the developing young central defender, Terry Butcher. Now on the Liverpool side, the England men are Ray Clements in goal, the right full-back Phil Neal, the captain and central defender Phil Thompson, and the top scorer for Liverpool this season, Terry McDermott. In fact, the 22 players who start the match include only 3 non-internationals. The only man on the Liverpool side who hasn't played for his country is number 8, Sammy Lee. Ipswich bring in midfield player Steve McCall in place of the injured Alan Brazil, and the only other non-international is goalkeeper Paul Cooper, who saved a penalty here last season when the number 4 Franz Tyson threw mud at the ball to distract the kicker. Alex Hamill of Wolverhampton is the man in charge today. 2 remarkable records at stake here. Liverpool unbeaten at home for 73 competitive matches. Ipswich beaten only once in their last 33 league games. That's Mariner on the far side. That was McCall to Murin. Mariner being partnered up front by Gates. And Mariner takes on Thompson, and there's a bad foul in the first minute by the Liverpool captain. Paul Mariner just showing how much confidence he's playing with by taking his man on in the opening attack and getting brought down heavily. Taken by Mills. Played in low for Gates and away by Ray Kennedy. There's Tyson. And again. Osman. Mariner's header. Dalglish. Hansen could be in trouble, but able to find Cohen, who gets it back from McDermott and beats Burley. Oh, lovely ball inside to Dalglish. And Cooper came to make a terribly important save. Kenny Dalglish had beaten the offside trap. There was no doubt about that. The flag stayed down as Avi Cohen played the ball through, and Cooper came to meet Dalglish. In by Cohen, and Cooper flapped a little bit. Here's McDermott. Hit Burley. McDermott again. Out to Lee. It's going to come again to Avi Cohen. Phil Thompson is still forward. And away by Osman. McCall in trouble. Pull back for Ray Kennedy to shoot. Fierce attacks from Liverpool, but Ipswich repel them both. Cohen coming forward for Liverpool. Oh, and a great run by Terry McDermott. Cooper's there again. The second time the goalkeeper has saved Ipswich with only 16 minutes gone. And what a brilliant run through by Terry McDermott. And Avi Cohen is playing some lovely passes from the middle of the field. That's the second time Cohen has put the ball through like that. Beautifully judged. And Cooper came again, and once more he was the winner in a 1-against-1. Ball back to Butcher. Mills. Murin. Burley's made a good run from right back. This is Mills, the left back, on the ball, and that's offside against Ward. There really was a possibility that Nick Mills wouldn't have played today. The fitness test only took place about 2:20, and he was very doubtful with a groin strain. Another good ball from Abby Cohen. Johnson's header back to Dalglish. Sammy Lee making a run inside. Still Dalglish. Johnson driven across. Oh, here comes Phil Neal. What a shot! Blinding drive from Phil Neal. And these Liverpool fullbacks playing a very important part in both the build-up and the finish, because that attack once again was started by his opposite number on the other side of the field, the Israeli international and left-back Abby Cohen. It was Cohen who fell over and let him through. Here's Tyson. Oh, Walk is there. What a fine save by Ray Clements. From the top scorer among First Division players this season, John Walk, who's got 12 already, including European games. He met that with the header, scored with a header last week against Leeds, and this week saw Clements turn it over. Played short to Gates. Back again with Muren. Ooh, and that was off Johnson, but it didn't matter because there was an offside flag up anyway. And here's Phil Neal. There goes Dalglish with Butcher. Meant for Lee, but played in the end behind him. And there's a little bit of conversation now between Souness and Mills, and there's no doubt that with the game so tense, one or two tempers have risen a shade in the last 3 or 4 minutes. But what a great save by Ray Clements. One of the reasons he's such a good goalkeeper is he can be out of action for so long and then react with a save like that when he is called upon. Muren to McCall, and Ipswich have got 2 men in great positions in the centre, and here comes Mariner with a great chance, and Cohen is there. Paul Mariner with the first clear break for Ipswich through the middle. Played to him first of all by McCall, and Mariner, wanting to make sure, allowed Abby Cohen to make the timely tackle. Away by Johnson, only as far as Tyson! Oh, it's there! And Franz Tyson scores the goal that puts Ipswich ahead against the run of play. David Johnson headed out the corner from Nick Mills, and Tyson drove it low past Ray Clements. And so what a week it's been now for the Souness. It hits Lee. It comes to Kennedy. And now to Cohen. And now to Lee. Neal. So the First Division leaders take the lead, and Liverpool, unusually for them, a goal down at home. The scorer, Franz Tyson, who would have played for Holland tonight against West Germany in Eindhoven had he not been playing for Ipswich today. That's Osman, stretching Liverpool again. Phil Neal, and here's Souness. Struck Gates. Largely a question now of whether Ipswich can keep their nerve. Kennedy, Dalglish. Dalglish goes down. The tackle was by Burley. Nothing has been given except the corner. And there wasn't a very strong appeal from the Liverpool players either. It's left Dalglish hobbling though. Kennedy's header, oh, and over the crossbar by Russell Osman. Brilliant clearance, really, right in front of his goalkeeper. Ray Kennedy had the header, that was powerful enough, but Osman reacted so well. And a wasted corner by Dalglish of all people. Well, they're talking a lot about Terry Butcher, but this lad alongside him, Russell Osman, is surely a future England player as well. He's in the B squad for next week. Deceptive return there by Muren, feinting to play it one way and going outside to Mills. Muren again. McCall. Muren. Oh, that was beautifully done. Osman. Mills. Walk. Gates. Gates, I think he was just shoved by Phil Thompson as he got his shot in there, Eric Gates. Souness. Cohen. Dalglish. Oh, the linesman's flagged for a foul by Tyson, and the referee has given a penalty. Now, Tyson, the man who scored the goal, has been penalised, and a penalty has been given to Liverpool for the tackle on Dalglish. Ipswich surround the referee. It looked innocuous to them. The linesman actually, in my view, made the difference there. He flagged. And Alex Hamill looked across, he saw the flag, and he pointed then to the penalty spot. Mick Mills trying to make the protest but also calm the others down. And don't forget what happened last year when McDermott's penalty was saved here by Cooper, and Tyson, strangely, the man who threw mud at the ball that day, has given this one away. Now, bear in mind as well that Cooper has saved 8 out of the last 11 penalty kicks he's faced. Will he make it 9 out of 12, or will McDermott score? It's a fascinating personal battle, this one. Never mind its significance in the match. Oh, he went the right way, but it's still got in. McDermott equalises for Liverpool with his 11th goal of the season for them. And Paul Cooper kicks the ball away. Tyson is still arguing about the original decision. And what has happened here is that Ipswich now have turned their attention towards the linesman, who I think really made the decision there. He flagged, and the penalty was put away by McDermott, and it's 1-1. So what a match now. Johnson for Liverpool. Butcher to Muren. And all this is happening, incidentally, on a day when this match is being shown on Dutch television, so they'll have plenty to talk about in Holland after what's happened to Tyson here. Here's Muren, the other Dutchman. Souness. Dalglish. And Tyson, just for a minute, has lost his head rather. He shoved Dalglish there. It's a reaction to what's happened. Burley. And John Walk. Well, that came at a very good time as far as Liverpool were concerned. They were a goal down and rocking, really. McCall for Ipswich. Nicely. The end of an absorbing first half with as many talking points as you might have expected from a match of this importance, and it all revolves around Franz Tyson, whose shot put Ipswich in front and who then gave away the penalty from which Terry McDermott equalised for Liverpool. So a half-time score between the teams first and second in the table before the match. Liverpool 1, Ipswich Town 1. and unveiled at Anfield this afternoon, a painting from which a limited edition of prints are being offered, showing Liverpool celebrating their 12th championship success at Anfield at the end of last season. So it should be set up for a cracking second half, with Liverpool now attacking the Kop end. Score last season in the corresponding fixture was 1-1, and that's where we stand at the moment today. Mick Mills. Lee. Dalglish back to Neil. There goes Johnson. Butcher's tackle. Corner. Played back to Neil. And wasted. Neil was hoping to impress today because with Viv Anderson out of the England squad, the choice of the England right-back must surely be between Neil and the man on the opposite side, Mick Mills. Here's Walk. Mills can play on either flank. Osman coming out of defence, Mariner going through the centre, and an offside flag. So Neil now for Liverpool. Thompson. Ray Kennedy well forward in this attack, leaving space on the left flank for Abby Cohen to come forward. And he finds Hansen. Butcher and Dalglish. Here comes Lee. Lee to Dalglish. It's back in with Sammy Lee, and he's missed it. And the flag stayed down. So that goes down as a great chance for Liverpool. Lee played the first ball to Dalglish. The return was timed to get Lee in. The defenders looked a little bit towards the linesman, but Lee shot wide under pressure. Here's Mariner. McCall, away from Ray Kennedy and out to Burley. And Ipswich beginning to show promise in attack again. McCall can come left. There are two players here. Mills is the man on the ball. Muren has now got it. Back again to Mills. Neil. And again. There goes Lee. Oh, McDermott's inside and unmarked. McDermott actually taking that on the volley as it dropped. It wasn't a bad effort at all. Sammy Lee played the ball in, and quite correctly too, because McDermott, with one of those probing runs of his, had found a lot of space, took it quickly on the volley, and the effort was wide. This is Cohen. McDermott. Oh, he only pulled it back as far as Walk, and he gave it to Lee. And this is Souness. And now it's wide to Phil Neal. Lee again. Souness. Johnson. Kennedy. Cohen. And McCall there again. Hansen coming in quickly behind Mariner. Gives it to Sammy Lee. Hansen wants it played back in. And the door was shut by Arnold Muren. Gates, that's a lovely ball by Gates. What a developing player he's proved to be this season. This is Burley. McCall. Walk. Mills. Dalglish. Ray Kennedy. Johnson is the man chasing this for Liverpool. And Johnson's in there, and Cooper makes his third vital save of the match, because Johnson there got the better of Russell Osman. The ball was played long, and Johnson got ahead of the centre-half and got a header in that looked to be going over the goalkeeper for a split second. But Cooper in this form, refusing to be beat.
Mills. Souness. Tyson. Murin. McCall. Osman. Ipswich are developing into the sort of passing side now that Liverpool have sometimes been described as, although that was one of their poorer passes by Abby Cohen. Giving away a corner. It's because Ipswich have been stringing some good passes together that they've managed to have a say in the territorial side of this match. There are 20 minutes to go, and Mills will take the corner. Here's Murin. Oh, and Butcher's in there, and Clements for the second time. A fine save from an instant header. It was Walk in the first half, it's Butcher this time. But the net result is the same. Clements keeps it out the net. Gates, Mills. So both goalkeepers distinguishing themselves. And the pass to Burley. Nothing else much happening down the right-hand side, so he was looking for Gates. Kennedy. Easy one for Mills to head away. Gates back to Tyson. That's Hansen to Neal. Oh, and it's put Ray Kennedy through. Kennedy claims that Cooper saved it, but the referee's given a goal kick. And that happened because Russell Osman went to mark Keddy Dalglish, and the ball went just over his head, and there was no defender in the space behind. Ray Kennedy went on, cracked it with his left foot over the bar. He claimed that Cooper touched it. The referee said not. And that's the reason for the little joke there between two old friends, Cooper and Johnson, who used to be in the same Ipswich team. Match being watched by the biggest crowd of the season at Anfield. 48,084. So the two records that we mentioned at the start are still intact. Liverpool extend their unbeaten home run to 74 matches overall, and Ipswich have been beaten only once in their last 34 league games and are unbeaten in the First Division this season. Franz Tyson involved in the two goals that came in the first half, and in the second half the two teams matching each other in every department, which is why we had a final score here at Anfield of Liverpool 1, Ipswich 1.
In the match in the first half is Alan Parry.
And Wilson pushing Jerry Daly in the back as he climbed for that high ball. Coop, the Coventry City captain, will take the free kick. No, he won't. But this is Coop. Lofted high for Thompson. Dyson's in the box too. Still not clear. Hunt! What a very good save by Wallington. As the ball came in, Leicester was slow to get it clear, and the shot by Hunt really brought the best out of Wallington with that save. Coop and Smith, and it was the Coventry man who got it away. Smith for Leicester. Finds Henderson. Challenged by Gillespie, but Henderson, a good ball to Wilson. Wilson pulls it back. There could be real danger here. Lineker taking too much time. And allowed Dyson to make the interception. Coventry have broken themselves at the other end, and this is Van Gool. Oh, he's really attacked Larry May. Oh, and Wellington only just getting his fingers to that. Roger Van Gool enjoying his recall to this Coventry side. Really attacked Larry May then, and the shot must have stung the fingers of Mark Wellington. Van Gool to Thompson. May getting the boot in the way. And Dyson's clearance sets Van Gool free. English is in the box if he can find him. He's closed down quickly by Scott. Now Hunt, and this is Roberts. Daly, good control, he comes back to Gooding. And Gooding's shot earns Coventry City a corner. So Hunt with the corner, and English, Dyson and Thompson all inside the goal area, but it was May's head that reached the ball first. This is Gooding. Hunt trying to entice Lineker towards him, a good cross. Oh, and a fine header by Dyson. Paul Dyson meeting the ball beautifully, but what a fine piece of play by Hunt on the left. He enticed Lineker towards him, and the cross was so accurate. Dyson meeting the ball very, very firmly. The header beyond Wellington's reach, and Coventry City go 1-0 up. This is Goodwin. He's got Buchanan and Smith in the middle, but Roberts making it difficult for him at the expense of a corner. So this is Leicester's first corner of the game. Dave Buchanan will take it. Henderson is on the goal line, so is young Lineker. And the defender Scott making a run towards the far post. Ooh! Good goalkeeping by Seeley. When the header came down towards him, Seeley must have seen it coming late with so many players in front of him, but it didn't stop him getting down well to make what looked a simple save, though I'm sure it wasn't. So we're into the final minute of this first half. Coventry still leading by a goal to nil. Dyson, whose header cleared the ball for them then, is the scorer. Henderson to Wilson, a good ball. Lineker coming round the back. Gary Lineker's first ever goal in the First Division, and he couldn't have timed it better. Intelligent play by Lineker in the final minute of the first half, sneaking round the back of the Coventry defence as the ball was played into him, and he did enough with the shot to get Leicester back on level terms. So with Leicester back level in the game, both sides had everything to play for in the second 45 minutes. And now Roberts finding Van Gool. Hunt interception. This is Van Gool. Back again to Hunt. Oh, a good ball finding Gooding. And what a lovely incisive move by Coventry. Ray Gooding finishing it off. Hunt and Van Gool involved in the movement too. The ball stroked through to Gooding, and Leicester will want to know where the marking was. Gooding, all alone, had the relatively easy job of giving them a 2-1 lead. Wilson. Coop's header away, straight back to Wilson. Oh, that was clever. And he finds Young, beautifully laid off. Oh, what a very good save by Seeley from Henderson. Leicester's best move of this second half. When the shot came in from Henderson, Seeley produced a good save. 10 minutes to go, Coventry leading 2-1. This is Coop, their captain. Thompson's header. Gillespie meeting the ball cleanly. Williams back into the penalty area though, and Henderson! Well, Henderson knew then he had to clip the ball first time as he saw Seeley racing off his line, but as he did so, he got too much height on it, and over the top it went. Now Van Gool. Coop. This is English. Coop onto Daly. Gooding finds English, who's onside. And what a superb piece of finishing by Tom English. Well, that really was a silky move by Coventry City. 4 different players involved. And when the ball was finally chipped through to Tom English, Leicester hesitated, expecting an offside flag, which didn't come, and English's finishing was quite superb.
Well, some entertaining play there from the young players on both sides, which it seems the crowd enjoyed. Well, now for the outstanding game in the second division between the top 2 teams, Blackburn Rovers and West Ham. And not surprisingly, it's another full house. Your commentator at Upton Park is Barry Davis.
Well, the second division match of the day is greeted by a fine afternoon and what looks like the biggest crowd at Upton Park this season. And the home supporters are boosted by the return to the team of Paul Goddard, who's recovered from a knee injury. But the West Ham lineup shows the continued absence of Trevor Brooking, out for the 3rd consecutive time because of a groin injury. But even so, West Ham, since losing their opening fixture here, have gone 9 matches without defeat, 6 wins and 3 draws in the league. At the start of this fixture, they're headed by 1 point by Blackburn Rovers. But this has become for Rovers a test of the strength of their first-team pool. A team is exactly that, which lost for the first time in the league at Sheffield Wednesday last Tuesday, and that means a second game for 18-year-old Paul Constive. But it also means the continued absence of the player-manager Howard Kendall, of Duncan McKenzie, and of Mickey Spate. Howard Kendall this afternoon will know how most managers feel as he has to take his position on the bench. The referee this afternoon is Gilbert Knapline of Salby in Leicestershire. Billy Bonds, the skipper, has a young lady for company this afternoon, Michelle Leslie Long, age 13, the West Ham United mascot. And the 2 managers are joined among the spectators by a man who certainly knows his way around Upton Park, being the manager, Ron Greenwood. So with a good, healthy roar, we're underway, with West Ham attacking the goal to our right, or put it another way, defending the goal to our left, as we look for the first time at Phil Parks. Devonshire. Well left by Comstick. Let it run nicely. Parks is square of Brotherston. And this is Holland. Goddard waiting to go and went too soon, is offside. Well, he and the goalkeeper were having a game of their own. There's no doubt that Paul Goddard was called offside. Goddard taking that well, because it was fairly bulleted to him. Neighbour, more promising this. Cross. Cross on the end of it, and Jimmy Neighbour showing one means of beating an offside trap if you can get behind it. Pull back, you're never going to get an offside decision given against you. Brotherston. Jimmy Neighbour doing a lot of coming back to Mark Brotherston. For Zachary. Cross, nice touch, Pike. Well marked by Parks. Devonshire. Pike again gets free. Goddard. Oh, an interesting placement of the ball by Pike. Instead of playing it forward, he played it back. There are 4 defenders who in fact found themselves a bit stranded, and Goddard did well to turn but couldn't find the accuracy of shot. It's Garner. And Park's committed and takes it well. That in this month last season, Tankid and his team were in 21st position in the 3rd division. 1 win in the first 10. In fact, only 8 in the first half of the season, but 17 in the second half got them up. Here's Jimmy Neighbour for West Ham. And here's Devonshire. Oh, and nobody there, or was there? Just not enough, because Cross had to pull it back rather than push it in. And again, it just didn't go for him. It's a good play by Alan Devonshire. As the shot come past had beaten the keeper, just wanted the touch which he couldn't find. Bonds. Devonshire. Caused more trouble when he's come to this right side than he has when he's been on the left. And here's Goddard. Caught the goalkeeper in 2 minds. Keeley. De Vries. And the first signs, I think, of any real panic in the Blackburn defence. Header from Keeley went across the goal, and De Vries didn't really get hold of the clearance. And here's Neighbour. Billy Bonds, David Cross looking for Jeff Pike. Off the line, and fantastically so. It was Parks who got it away, and here's Stonehouse. And Tony Parks, who's the reserve team coach, really took a bullet off the line then. Neighbour. Holland. Neighbour. Stewart. Something like the shot that Pike found. Brannigan. Devonshire. And that particular bubble has just traded and died. Goddard. Bonds. Devonshire coming to take it. Room to pick somebody out. And it's David Cross! Goal number 13. Devonshire, who started the move, came across Pat Holland. I think he may have just got a slight flick on it to David Cross, who was unmarked on the far side. And the shot placed as we pick up the game early in the second half. Stewart. Bonds. Oh, nicely done by Pike. And picking out Devonshire. Holland. Nice clearance by Fazakerley. It's a bit short. Martin. Cross, Martin, beautiful return. But not the shot to match the move. Even so, nice play between the two big men. Trevor Brooking there in the crowd on the right, like everybody else, must be feeling that another West Ham goal is imminent. Curious, and Pike shot, and a good save, but Cross will get his second. A rather strange clearance, really, by De Vries, set that up. Pike's shot met by a really fine save, but no problem for David Cross to tuck it in. And John Butcher, a little unlucky, because he did well to reach a very well-struck shot from Jeff Pike. So the goal that's been threatened since the second half started has now come. 2-0 to West Ham. Kendall's side facing 2 defeats in a week after previously being unbeaten in the league. Not a result, I think, that will surprise him too much. He's asking a great deal for his somewhat inexperienced lineup today to take on West Ham in full flow. Fazakerley using physique to good purpose, but there will be a delay while Blackburn make their substitution. And it's Brotherson who's going to go off, and Rathbone who replaces him. Lampard's, Devonshire. That's very awkward, and was well played. Devonshire teasing Rathbone, and then the cross forced the goalkeeper to move very tight on his far post. Neighbour. Martin! Good save, but Martin given so much room to direct his header, and it was almost too deliberate, and John Butcher read the intention. Fazakerley. Pollard. Ran kindly for a while. His neighbour. Cross unmarked, far post. Field for handball, and handball it is. Jimmy Neighbour invites the referee to get the free kick inside, which of course will be a penalty, but the referee says no, it was outside. Did a dummy running going as Neighbour and Pike prepare to sort something out. Referee getting the two-man wall back. Pike takes, and there's Cross, and blocked on the line by both goalkeeper and defender, who was Comstead. Extraordinary. I honestly couldn't tell you which one of those the ball struck. But, David Cross will know that he was denied his hat-trick. Rathbone. Turn by Garner, well won by Holland, and well controlled. Keeley, somewhat unorthodox trap. chase for Stonehouse. Good swaying by Martin. Labour with Holland alongside him. Pike also square. And right across this side is Devonshire. Now outside Lampard. Pike has made the diagonal run and has plenty of room to cross this. Well, it would have been one of those spectacular near-post goals that West Ham over the years have specialised in. Jeff Pike found himself in a lot of space. Coughlin looking for Stonehouse, but the victory is West Ham's. The goals from David Cross in the 41st and the 54th minute, and the leadership of the second division changes hands with the London side going to the top, watched this afternoon by their biggest crowd of the season of 32,402.
Well, as Barry said, as a result of that win, West Ham now lead the second division on goal difference from Notts County, with Blackburn slipping down to third place. The really interesting movement amongst the leaders, though, is Chelsea's dramatic rise to sixth after having taken 11 points from their last 6 matches. Bad news for England. Manager Ron Greenwood this morning, he spoke to Paul Mariner, and he was told by the Ipswich striker that the hamstring injury which he aggravated at Liverpool yesterday will prevent him from travelling to Bucharest for Wednesday's World Cup qualifier against Romania. That leaves Greenwood with a bit of a dilemma, whether to give a first cap to the inexperienced Justin Fashanu of Norwich, the First Division's leading scorer, or play Gary Birtles, currently unsettled and out of the side at Nottingham Forest, whom he is likely to leave for Manchester United in the next few days. And that's because United's Andy Ritchie today agreed to join Alan Mullery's Brighton for £500,000. A delighted Mullery said, "We hope now that Forest can do their business by selling Birtles to United and then buying Peter Ward from us."
Well, that's it at the end of a happy weekend for football, with plenty to rejoice over. And it's not a weekend that Franz Tyson will forget in a hurry either. In a superb all-round performance, he put Ipswich 1 up, and then he brought them down again, if you know what I mean. Good afternoon.
Away by Johnson, only as far as Tyson! Oh, it's there! Dalglish. Oh, the linesman's flagged for a foul by Tyson, and the referee has given a penalty.